Full time at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tottenham 2, Man City 2. Now, if you look at my face, do you think I'm happy with that? I don't even know what to say. Because there's going to be Tottenham fans that are like, oh, at least we didn't lose. There's going to be Tottenham fans that say, Man City, they can't beat us and they're jumping around because, again, we won the Man City trophy. There's going to be Tottenham fans that are going to be like, you know what, at least West Ham and Nottingham Forest didn't put away from us. Man City is going for the title. There's going to be other Tottenham fans that are saying, Arsenal, we've helped them or blah, 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 blah. I don't care about none of that. I'm being honest here, I just want Thomas Frank gone. Now, the reason why I say that, and Tottenham fans will be picky at me, because, we came back. Again, we've had a game, where he's been so defensive. We look lacklustre. We look like we're going to get battered 4-0. And then we go into half-time, and then we come out the second half and look a different team. Why can't you turn that the other way round? Why can't you play the way we did in the second half, Get a 2-0 lead. Now, if you want to go 3 at the back, 5 at the back, defend a 2-0 lead because of our defensive frailties, I ain't got a problem with that. But my thing is, it's not on. I don't know what happened with Romero, but I said to my son, I got my gut feeling that Romero's told him about himself and he got put on the bench. Took off, because if it's an injury, I'll hold my hands up and say I'm sorry, but I could see Romero getting annoyed at what was going on. And you can also see that Romero, like, when we're playing games and we're losing to Burnley and losing to other games, he just decides, you know what, I'm going to go up here and do my thing. And then it gets us wins. He's like one of our top goal scorers. That ain't Thomas Frank tactics. That's Romero telling him, I'm doing my thing because I'm the captain and you're embarrassing me in the club. The hierarchy, the epitome of embarrassment, because they would have sacked him today if we lost. But now we've drawn, they're all high-fiving each other. How have we got V-Night in our club? This is a person that Arsenal didn't want at their club, made bad decisions for the sake of their club, but Tottenham thought he was good for us. Arsenal are a big club. They're bigger than us. Why have we decided to take their scrubs? If we're trying to get to the elite of football and the top echelons of football, why are we taking Vinay, who didn't work at Arsenal? Lange, who didn't work at Aston Villa. These are two people that left both clubs and they're in the title race. Why have we took them? We've got players like, oh man, if I go into the players because they've got to take accountability. Kolo Muani. This is why Thomas Frank's got to go. Why was Odebert on the bench? Why was Tell on the bench? These two have been better than him. Hands down. All season. Tell ain't even been playing Champions League. You think he's played one game in the Champions League and he's been on the bench most of the time, but he's still been better than Kolo Muani. Odebert. He's still got frailties to his game, but he's been our best attacker over the last few weeks. Brings a little bit of energy, a bit of purpose to the game. Thomas Frank goes, I want to put him on the bench. Why is Kolo Muani playing on the wing? Whether he plays on the wing or up front, he's crap, man. Like, when I saw that he was getting released and going to Juventus, I prayed for that. He's crap. It's like, he don't put anything into the game, and he's not bothered. He's sitting there having a laugh with the Man City game. He's sitting there high-fiving Turkey. Bruv, we need more from you, man. I can't, like, there's people that are paying top dollar to come watch Tottenham, and this is what they got to do. I'm annoyed that I had to watch that and just use energy, let alone money. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, everyone would jump around, but I see the bigger picture in football. I see the bigger picture. You ain't going to fool me because we got a 2-2 and everyone's going to be like, oh yeah, we didn't lose. We played like we didn't want to lose. We went 2-0 down and thought, actually, we better attack. As soon as it went 2-2, all of a sudden we're like, actually, you know what? It's 2-2. Let's chill out a bit. Man City could have gone and won that and they weren't even playing well. But because we sat off them, Dominic Solanke was sitting there with the midfield. He could have shook hands with Conor Gallagher. Why? The reason why he's come off knackered is because he's playing midfield and up front. For what? When we stick him in the box and get deliveries in, he scores 2 good goals. Well, the first one was arguably, a foul. Second goal, unbelievable. But that's what Dominic Solanke can bring to a game. That's probably what Richarlison can bring to a game. But when we've got a manager that's telling them to be part of the midfield or part of the defence, and we've got 5 at the back as it is, what is the point? So what we're going to do? We're going to go to Old Trafford and lose, and then we're all going to be like Thomas Frankel. Get this geezer out now. Don't get twisted. I'm one of them that's, the owners have to take the full responsibility, because they're the ones that bring this guy in and take him out. They're the ones in charge of transfers and everything like that. But come on, man. We're going to go to Old Trafford, lose there, and everyone's going to be like, oh, we believe in Thomas. And then we're going to go to, I think, Newcastle at home next, I think. And we're going to lose that. And they're going to be like, don't worry, Thomas Frank is on the edge of his seat. And then somehow we're going to draw to Arsenal. And then we're going to be like, actually, we believe in Thomas. It's just a stupid little cycle that I don't want to be involved in. When I'm wearing the shirt that I'm wearing now, I'm wearing it because this is the last time I believed that Tottenham could do stuff. But even when I believed, I look back and think, if the hierarchy believed like me, I wouldn't be having these conversations. We would have already won a Champions League. We would have already won a Premier League. But I was fooled then. I will never be fooled again. As long as these people in ownership, I will never be fooled. I won't be fooled by the ownership, the managers, or the players. Where's the war chest? £100 million injection. I was telling everybody on the podcast, £100 million injection. It ain't told you that it's going towards transfers and players. Didn't tell you that. They just said they're pumping £100 million into a club. The likelihood is pumping £100 million into a few more go-karts at the F1. There's a few more, they're going to neaten up the Skywalk. They're going to neaten up the surrounding areas. There's probably hotels that Daniel Levy has tied into Tottenham that they're going to neaten up, and you can get better meals. This is Tottenham. Like Aint said, this is who we are. And my thing is, when I look at Aint, I look back, and like I said in my previous videos, I respect him. I respect him, for maybe, understanding what Tottenham are, but making everybody believe. And even though we lost games, he had chest. I'm looking at the manager we got now. I'm looking at some of the players we've got. These are grown men that are supposed to be dads. These guys are having kids and supposed to be tough men that are going to bring sons and daughters into the next generation. Do I believe, based on the football, that that's what I'm going to get? No. Now, I'm not sitting there saying I was the best ever footballer. I'm not. But if anybody wants to know what type of man I was, watch me play football and you'll understand, Jake, don't take no rubbish. Jacob will say it as it is. I don't believe there's anybody, the players are 100 times better than me. The manager's 10 times better than me. The difference is, they ain't got my head. They ain't got my brain. They ain't got that, we're going to kill it. We're going to win. We're going to sit there. We're going to kick people. We're going to tackle people. And this is the thing I installed in my son. You know what I mean? When my son, when I'm starting the game, I'm saying, look, mate, there's none of these kids that are better than you. Get your foot in. Get stuck in. When you see an opportunity, shoot, mate. He took that information off of me and got man of the match today and did exactly what I said. But that's my son. He's 9 years old. When I say the same things to my daughter, but you're going to do well in your play. Nerves are good for you. You're going to be tough. You're going to be fine. You're the best. She goes out there and performs. But this is me talking to my children. How is it that you're talking to grown men as a grown man and you can't affect it? Dead. I can't have this manager. I can't have this ownership, and I can't have 75% of these players. I'm not going to sit here and encourage this. I'm not going to sit there and tell you, well done, we got a 2-2 at Man City. Ha ha ha, they're our bogey team. I don't care about the title race. I don't care about Man City. All I care is about Tottenham. I'm not going to sit there and say, there's Tottenham fans out there. They'll be like, that point is like at least kept Man City in the title race. There's going to be Tottenham fans that are like, that point is won Arsenal the league. I don't care about all of that. Tottenham fans are saying that when literally, if we lost today and West Ham got a result, which they could have, or Nottingham Forest today, we'd be staring down the bottom of the barrel. But no one cares about that because you want to stop Arsenal from winning the league or you want Man City to help them. This comes from stewardship from the top. We've got small-minded mentality and it comes from the top, the middle and the bottom. # Michael Barrymore. Have a blessed weekend, guys. Jacob on the one up top.